Hey y'all, I'm back with another one, and this video is titled Homosexuality. Now, I'm using the term homosexuality for men that likes men that want to be with men, and for women that likes women that want to be with women. I'm just categorizing it all. So please don't get in the comments talking about you're ignorant. This term is for da da da, woo woo woo, woo wop the bam. Please don't. I'm just gonna put it all in one group because it's a bigger picture. Let's look past the term and who it applies to, and let's look at the bigger picture. So I could really speak on this, y'all, because I've lived it, and I have to do, rather, I am obligated to, by God, I am obligated to share my experience because I want to save as many individuals as I can. I want y'all, if y'all are on this route, or if y'all are thinking about it, or if y'all really want to be delivered from it, then you may want to listen to me. You may want to listen to me. So it's that time to get it out of here. And I'm real. I'm gonna say what I done did and what I done been through. So let me go ahead and get into it, y'all. So first and foremost, I do want to start by saying homosexuality is an abomination to God. It is an abomination to God, y'all. I know that society and the fact that they've put the law in place some years ago about the same-sex marriage, I know that this has us thinking that it's okay because it's been normalized in society, because the world approves of it, rather than everybody being against it like they once did, or the majority. I have my fair share of it, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get right into it. So at the age of 8 or 9 years old, I had a friend. Let's name her Cookie. She would come over my house. I would go over her house. We was best friends. We was girlies, right? And at some point in time, like, I just started like playing with her boobies, and I started sucking on her boobies, and we would be kissing each other. Now, I know I'm young, y'all, but I don't think that I was exposed to like the homosexuality scene. Like, I didn't see people walking in the streets, and same sex rather, walking in the streets and you know what I'm saying, kissing each other and all that. I didn't see that on TV. So I don't know where those acts within me came from. Well, yes, I do. I'm gonna get into it though. Okay, so that started at a young age, y'all. And that wasn't even like it is nowadays. Like I said, one outside, one on TV. So years later, now I'm an adult. One of my friends approached me. Let's name her Sierra. Sierra with an S. One of my friends approached me, and she was on that type of time, trying to flirt and see what was to me when it came to being intimate with her. And I politely declined. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get into that. I'm good. So throughout the year, I was sitting on the thought of if I wanted to like try it out with her or not, because mind y'all, I had never did the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was not to say that it was okay what I did when I was a little girl, but I didn't do the whole thing. So this is a whole different experience. So like going down south, if y'all know what I'm talking about. So then a year later, I decided to try it out. So I was messing with her. We had our times. We was kissing and all that. I went down south. All right. Then I met another female, and she was really like, we was on the same type of time, y'all. Like, that was my girl. Like, I wish we were still friends to this day, because we were so similar, and we really was trying to fight them demons within us, and we really was like understanding what was going on, and we was trying to get up out of it. We was trying to figure it out young, you know what I'm saying? So let's just name her Sam. So I met Sam, and we had an understanding. She had dealt with females in her time. I dealt with females in my time. And we understood that we were like on a route to getting to God. We was on that walk trying to get to God fully, right? So we understood that this is wrong, that we not gonna go down that route. And we was fighting hard, y'all. We was fighting them demons real hard. And we was just cool. We was just going outside, doing our girly thing, drinking, clubbing. Cool. We had an understanding. However, we ended up letting them demons win, and we had a connection. So I did what I did with her. We were intimate with one another. So I've experienced 3 different women in my life. I've experienced. Now, the thing about it is, I never claimed bisexuality. I've never claimed that, because I always knew at the end of the day, I wanted a man. I wanted a husband. It was nothing that no female could do for me. Girl, you're as emotional as I am, and that is not balance. I knew I didn't want that. I was messing with females because I knew I could, because it was quote unquote fun to me. It was fun. It was lit, right? I knew that I could have dudes, I could have females. But one thing about it was, I always let everybody know what I was doing. Because one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to play with my health, and I'm not going to play with nobody else's health. But that is something that we have to look at as well, y'all, and not just take people's words for it. Oh, I'm clean, I'm good. No, we have to stop messing around and just doing what we want to do. Whether you claim homosexuality or if you're straight, the guys, if y'all messing with all type of females, and the females, you messing with all type of guys, y'all better communicate with one another, and don't be playing, because people get to catching diseases. This ain't no game out here. And homosexuality, I don't know if it's bigger in that group of people, if like diseases are bigger, but regardless if it is or not, like, be safe and don't play games like that. So anywho, I always let everybody know what was going on. And during the time that I was messing with my child's father, when we were dealing with each other, I let him know what was going on, what I was doing. And we had conversations about the fact that this is him telling me, like, you not, like, that's not right. Men ain't supposed to be with men, women not supposed to be with women. Like, he was real with it. Like, he was putting me on. It's not right in God's eyes. Yet, he never judged me for it. So I would give him that. Like, I give him his flowers for that. Like, he was real with it. Yet, he never judged me. And I love him for that. But he knew, like, what I was doing with the females during when I was messing with him. Now, once I got pregnant, y'all, God delivered me from all of that. Now, I'm going to claim the Jezebel spirit. I had the Jezebel spirit within me, the spirit of homosexuality, the spirit of deceit, so deceiving, leading people on. Really, all of that falls within Jezebel. Jezebel, she's that enticing, seductive, sexual spirit. And that's who I was operating in, unknowingly, not even knowing nothing about spirits and who is who and who do what and who play with your soul and your being. I didn't know nothing. And I'm pretty sure that this is generational. I'm not sure if it's on my mama's side or my daddy's side, but it don't matter. I'm sure it is generational. So God has delivered me from that. Thank you, Lord. Once I got pregnant, had my child, and to this day, I've been delivered from that. I'm never looking back because it is not right. It is not right, y'all. And I just pray that that energy ends with me and it doesn't carry on to my child. I'm going to pray about that because I stopped it with me. So, at that time, that was just me really living in my ego. And, these influences are a major part too. These songs, you know what I'm saying? These songs, these actors, whatever, these people that are in social media that are of the world, they are a huge influence on people's lives. Now, this don't got nothing to do with like homosexual. Well, it may do. When Megan Thee Stallion came out, y'all, she was like, I got a man, I'm a banana. They got a split. Megan, that was my girl. We was on the same type of time, me and Megan. Yeah. We was on the same type of time. I said, oh, Megan, you on that too? Girl, what? Oh, yeah, it's lit. It's up. That's how I'm thinking. Because she talking about the same stuff that I'm currently doing. So that gave me a sense of like confirmation. Like, oh, it's okay to do this. Like, I'm telling y'all, I'm 18 years old really thinking that it's okay. Those were my thoughts. Because I didn't have nobody. I want to say I didn't have nobody that was really guiding me the right way. I had my grandma. I did. So I'm not even going to say that. I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. And I wanted to experience what I wanted to experience. Being young, being dumb, not knowing, being of the world. That's all it was. So where this stems from, y'all. When I was younger, I used to see my mama, I used to see her nude. I used to see her nudity, right? So naked, just naked. Now, she didn't do nothing weird or crazy to me, but she would be getting out the shower and getting dressed and everything like that. And I also remember taking showers with her. So I always saw her nude. That does something to your subconscious, y'all. And because I'm like real live, like just recently, maybe a couple years ago, I'm thinking like, why did I start this? Where did this come from? And that's the only thing that I could really think of. Because like I said, I never seen that on TV. I never seen that outside on the streets, like when people interact with each other. So that's the only thing I could think of, seeing my mother's nudity. And your parents are people that you look up to. So that played on my subconscious mind and stayed with me, and it brought the demons out. It brought the demons out within me. And my grandma used to always say, you do not show your nudity to your children. Always. That's one thing I can remember my grandma always preaching. You do not show your nudity to your children. And that is why, y'all. So now I'm sitting up here exposing my friend to grown folk stuff that she probably never even been through because of what I've been exposed to. So we'll be sitting up here letting our friends kick it. Like, let's say you got little girls. Letting our little girls kick it with their female friends, thinking they doing their little nails and doing their toes and, girl talk. And whole time they sitting somewhere kissing on each other and fondling each other. Experimenting. That's what they used to call it and still do. Experimenting. Doing things they're not supposed to be doing. So parents, if you're a parent, do not show your nudity to your children. You go tell them, take their tail somewhere else, or you go put your clothes on wherever you got to, bathroom or whatever. And if you know somebody that do that in front of their children, you speak up. Because that's going to open so many demonic doors in the near future or in the future for your child. I hate that I expose my friends to that. I hate that about myself. However, right now I'm in a mental space where I'm like, I was a child. I can't really hold myself to that. Like, I knew it was wrong because I didn't want to get caught. But I didn't know the psychological depth that had on me and could have had on her. Because I know, like, she was in a relationship with one female in her life in high school. She was in a relationship with a female. And that's probably because we did what we did. Had I not exposed her to that as a child, she probably would have never looked at no female in that way. So this stuff is deep, y'all. At the end of the day, this is an abomination to God. If you want to get in heaven, whether you think that heaven is another place when you leave here, or whether you understand that heaven is what you make it here on this earth by changing your ways, by obeying God, by healing and living righteously, not perfectly, but just righteously. Whatever you believe heaven is, you're not going to reach that being gay, y'all. Playing with them evil spirits, y'all. Moving in those ways. And I'm not judging you. I want to be hard on you because I want y'all to understand. And I've been here. Like, I've experienced it. So I'm not just talking from a place of never doing it. I've been there. And like I told y'all, I never knew my purpose. And that's probably one of the demons or one of the reasons why God didn't show me what my purpose was. Because I was operating in that Jezebel spirit, in that homosexual spirit. So that blocked me from really reaching what it was that I wanted. That's probably one of the many reasons. Y'all, I was unhappy for years. That's one of the reasons why. I mean, like I said, like I did that when I was a little girl. And that was the only time I did it up until I was grown. Once I got grown, that's when I did it a little more. But I've only did it with 3 females. I didn't make that a thing. I never claimed, did I say that already, y'all? I never claimed bisexuality. I never put that onto me. So y'all, please understand that you need to go to God. Ask God to deliver you from how you're feeling. Ask God to show you who you truly are within. Whatever genitals that God created you with, that is who you are, baby boy. That is who you are, baby girl. And I know that, life, we go through life and we have to sometimes we got to take on more than what we really should. So like as a female, the female may have to do everything, including what the male is supposed to do. So that may make us a little more in our masculine energy, put us a little bit more in our masculine energy rather. Or the male, maybe too much feminine energy for whatever reason. They may have went through something in their childhood. And that's another thing, y'all. We go through things in our childhood, and that's what creates this egotistical person. Uh-oh, this baby. I gotta wrap it up. But just heal from whatever you may have been through if this was created from childhood, or if this is a result from whatever you've been through in childhood, because I understand that. So I'm with you. We could talk about it. But you have to be delivered from that, child. You have to. It's imperative. So just ask God to show you who you really are within. You don't really like that boy. Girl, you don't really like that girl. You don't. It's just the world. The world is putting that on you. Don't fall for the trick. Please don't. Because at the end of the day, God got that upper hand. The enemy got to answer to God at the end of the day, y'all. We're going to have to answer to God at the end of the day, y'all. So please, please, please just take it to God. And you know, you can always comment, say what you, or ask or say whatever it is that you need to say. I'm going to be there by your side. I got my email in the description. I got to hurry up. I got my email in the description. Y'all check out the description if you need to hit me up. But I got to go now, y'all. Baby need me. So like I always say, God is waiting on you. You're the only one playing. I love y'all. Peace.